There we go. Thank you so much, Jack. Finally, it took me a little over a minute to see your message. My bad. My bad. Up, I'm bad. And a huge smiley face, right? Terrifying with no eyebrows. Scary, but I do like that look. One in Trinity. Arena East. How you been, DB? Doing good? Making nice progress on the server front. All things going well there. And we're back. Nice. Whoop, whoop. Went down 1-2. Not too bad. Lots of progress. Actually. That's awesome. Heck yeah, my dude. Hype, hype. Can't wait. I'm ready for you to. Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. You at least come down here where I can better jump up and across. It's so rude. Just die. Hey, it's a Grim. How you doing, bud? Are we having a good day so far? I see you much on the weekends. Miss each other. Not on. This land is protected by FC Bacon's claim. Well, good for him. I'm trying to help out. Sheesh. My main one is on hold for a bit, but the other one isn't going too bad so far. I say that's all right. Sometimes that's the beauty of having multiple sticks in the fire, so to speak. Hands on the oven. Something like that. However that saying goes. Good to have multiple things you can be working on. Get tired of one thing, you just move on to the next. No problemo. I really should be getting the old podcast episodes up on you. But old stream behind it. But I was like, yeah. I don't feel like that today. Still a bit early here, making some breakfast tacos for the fam. Nice. Now, what? I thought he said. You're not the first to say it. Hey, no problem, Grim. I appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Very kind of you. I hope the fam enjoys the breakfast tacos. Problem. Always happy to see your face, no matter how short it is. Anytime is good time. Gotta keep that optimistic approach, even if it is a bit grim. Oh, there we go. Home. Oh, we did wrong last. Come on. Ugh. Oh, I love beacon mining. So nice. One thing I hate the most, starting a new world or resetting your progress. Early day mining. Like, sure, the first day it's nostalgic. Oh, yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah. The early. Then no. Raspberry Raccoon. Why not sit home in the small bunker at the top or in the village tower, save on rockets? If I was smart, I would. but eh, I'm also lazy. I don't have a good reason for not doing it. Like I agree, it'd be beneficial. There. Alfie! What is happening, Alfie? Hope everything is coming through nice and clean for you over on the YouTube side. Great to see you, buddy. Is this hour 36 for you now? Up? Gotta get prepped for a sudden backpacking opportunity that came up. Gonna be camping 3 days, 2 nights in the North Cascades National Park Monday. Woo woo! Oh man. That sounds awesome. I hope you have a great time. Is the whole family going? Is this a Grimm trip? A Grimm and Mrs. Grimm trip? Either way, very cool. That's so nice getting out. I know people like to meet, joke about touching. I think there's something really nice about disconnecting, getting out in the nature of things. It's peaceful and relaxing. Not like car problems. Those are definitely not relaxing. Hour 60 something. I slept a bit last night. Ay, ay, ay. I messaged one of my colleagues and was like, is this just a normal trend for you guys over there? Just forget sleep, work, work, work. Zero work-life balance? Like, I thought America hustle, grind culture. And then here come you two. Every time I'm around, I just see you guys online working away. But I get it. I do. Gotta pay the bills, and sometimes, unfortunately, that means having to work crazy amount. Especially with a car of yours. Absolute pain. That says that. Is that it? Do I not have haste? There I have haste too. Just me and my brother-in-law hiking buddy. Grim wife doesn't backpack. First day will be a brutal 15 minutes. Oof. Yeah, that's... I can't say I blame her on those conditions. Not a quick jaunt in the woods or anything of that nature by any means. That's awesome. It's cool that you got a nice relationship with brother-in-law. A lot of times when you're bringing in mixed family together like that, it can be challenging. In-laws and such don't always get along, but it's always great. Even if it's only like, we only get along doing these, that activity, at least you have something you common ground. Have to be all sunshine and rose. Asking too much. Of course. Sometimes it just doesn't work. People's families are just doiks. Nope, not gonna deal with you. You have surgery to have that stick removed. I think people are. It seems too quick. Get a lot in the difference. Oh, here to. Okay. It's a no. Razor in right or whatever. Feel you've wasted. You didn't see the result. Nobody else benefit. I always like to joke that there is no such thing as a stupid question. People respond a lot of times like, and they'll be like, no, it wasn't the question that was XYZ. Like, who cares? What's the stress? Are you being paid to do this? Okay, it's your job. Get over yourself. Are you not being paid to do this? Okay, you're a volunteer. Like, what do you expect? Perfection? It's not a job. Either way, like, you have a problem helping people, just keep your mouth shut. If it turns out they didn't explain what their issue was the greatest, okay, fine, I can accept that. Doesn't mean we gotta be rude to them. I mean, we gotta become jerks. I get along better with my in-laws than my own family. Sadly, not good relations with them. Too much trauma and baggage. I get that. I do. It's a weird one with my mom because she's very sweet. Like, very kind, very nice, very caring. But she's frankly you know, guano crazy. And so, it can make things challenging because, like, on one hand, she was just a terrible person. I could just hate her, and it'd be easy. I mean, there was a time, especially in my teenage years, hate was exactly the word I would have used. That I don't think correctly looking back on it. I definitely had some mommy issues. Alfie says // replace near stone direct coal or air. Too much lazy to mine. Yes. Kick me around. I really shouldn't give Zora such a hard time. He's amazing. Fantastic chap, but and I get where you're coming from, Alfie, but personally I like mine. Like, to me this is just, good, relaxing. I don't have to think. I don't have to stress. I come here with my pick. I go back and forth, chat and yap for about an hour and a half or so. Then it's kick you all the way off, but you should. Yes. This also is in my base. This base here belongs to FC Bacon. And down below, we're gonna be doing a big ol' gunpowder the area to do some Vitocraft, another fantastic server. Survival, it says survival dash dungeons, like it's separate. It's on the same. Dungeons are a part of the Studentplex. Hopefully that's just out of date on my end. Fantastic server, recreating Halo, some other cool stuff. Bad Wolf, another great one, an adult Minecraft server, as on there. Gum Stitches, another great friend, fantastic. Yeah, that's the highlights of Hopes' 1.21.4 playlist that's not work based. For that we use multi-MC, and there are hundreds. Hype. Nope, this is why I don't parkour. List of plugins needing updates gives me trauma. I understand that. I do. List of plugins needing updates gives me trauma, says Alfie. I can relate to that. It's amazing the work that goes into a server. If you've ever done that. When I'd set up my first server, I had some huh. There we go. Oh, that's not gonna work. That'll never open. There we go. Just a waste of space. I went absence for a month. Came back to a list line in chat. Let me see. Yeah, that's not cool. Nobody else on the team able to update things, or do they just not know how, or no, you're like super on top of it. You're like our Zor, but you didn't have to do everything. Terrible. Of course, I lead him and then he stops. Get out of here. Don't think about it, dude. Yeah. My mom was glue that held us all together. When she passed, the whole family fell apart. It's been 14 years. Not really. Fair enough. I get that. Sometimes when family's no longer in our lives, it's for the best. That we're basically all leave of absence. It was early development, so not okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Still, like it's a chore to come back and have to update all that, but it's not like the experience for your players were being detrimental because nobody was. That's good. This is where our split is. Oh, not cool. Let me. Early development is definitely the time to be taking those. Things get a little crazy later. Hey, Ezra, if you're not busy with your mods, I put in a ticket for a shop a while. Like me. Ah, I don't want a ticket. Not as bad as the backend stuff. Over 200 security updates from a month, but thankfully that's easy. It doesn't take. Absolutely, yeah. Makes a huge difference. No, 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 no. Lovely. Is that all we have for armor? Raspberry raccoon asked if I was good. Yeah, I was poking in the tickets. In time. Y'all have a great. Thank you, Grim. You too. Tacos done, and the fam is circling like vultures. Feed us. Absolutely, Grim. You take it easy, one. I hope you enjoy. Boom, 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 boom. And now he's got me wanting food. A lot. Supposed to do that in Mantis' stream, not mine. What if I recall correctly? One. Nope. What? Trying to come up. Down. Down. Leave this all. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Two. Need to train you on some parkour skills. I know, guy. Yeah, I actually, ironically, I did have a training once. Um, I will read. Second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, bad. Food. That's what we kept forgetting. We were not putting the food back in the hot bar. I'm always open to any training or advice. I think I spent 34 minutes in the main hut, wow, in the mine hut lobby trying to do that freaking parkour. But oh, we have a helmet. Put that on. Yeah, that's how we have been doing so far. Everyone gets it. Sounds that's cool. And just for well, my thought process, board shops that make larger plot. Yes. Triggers the mathematically defined. Absolutely. You know, I have never even gone on MineHaus. I really should one day and check out some of the servers. Check some of the. Absolutely. Um. Okay, so full disclosure and disclaimer here: I am an employee of Gamer Safer. Gamer Safer owns MineHut, and so therefore, now that's your disclaimer that I may have a bias trait, but I try to keep it up. But with that out of the way, what I would say is there's a lot of garbage on MineHut, not because like the people are bad or anything, but because it's the way it's set up. You know, people, it's a great place to get started if you've never ran a server before, in my opinion. You get 4 hours free every day that can be boosted and increased. So you get a lot of variety, a lot of half baked raspberry raccoon. Maybe not go without a stock for more than a month and sell things at least once a week, but that's generous. Yeah, I think it's a good starting point. But with MineHut, like I was saying, you get a lot of like amateur servers, a lot of repeats because something blows up and then everybody wants to thing. But I think that if you really poke around, especially with the partners, you can find some great stuff. Vitalcraft was one that I had showed earlier. MineHaus actually connected as well. That's to me from like a non-noob server owner perspective. That's the really nice thing is the fact that you can connect your external server to MineHut to MineHut. Too many M's. I work with too many MHs. Arzer says, I was thinking, how can I make consistent relative per shop? Well, it might be consistent. One shop might be different from. I'm definitely buying beacons the way I. But yeah, as I was saying, you can connect an external server and link it, so then players that are hopping around on mine hut. I'm trying to make sure I get these out correctly. Pardon me. They can also connect to your server, and then there's ways and to advertise within the server. I think it's a pretty good deal. Like most services, there's still room for improvement. I think we've done a lot of good work in the year-ish time that we've acquired Mine Hut. I like the mini games and stuff in the lobby. I think that's just nice, fun little touches. We got a boop arena, cosmetics to change stick. A boop arena, for anybody who isn't familiar with the concept, it's you just get a knockback stick. You're in a predefined area. You try to stay in there the longest timer goes off, and you try to knock other people out. Super basic, super simple, but it's a good time. Mantis and I and a few others, I think the cats might have even showed up, had some fun in the boop arena a while back. Good stuff. That wall, there's the wall, okay. Turn into the wall, making bigger than it already is. Oh yeah. Making progress, baby. We're making progress. Driving me nuts. Oh, let's go find out. Helio. Are you kidding me? Uh, you would think for somebody who works with Minecraft for a full-time job and has played for as many years as I have, be a little bit better at this game by now. No. Oh, that says Haste 2 is active. What? This Haste 2. Why? Rude. I didn't kill myself. What I need to do, speaking of things we need to really get some like mine. Into some great job on that. I've been slacking. The last big I've made here was getting dual streaming going on. But I have been fiddling around with the tablet again. Look at Touch Portal pre-configured. Podcast is doing good. Got another one ready to go pretty much. I need to whip up the show notes and description of it, but otherwise we're popping. Ty's got exams and finals and all that fun stuff coming up. Gonna focus on that, and then we got a couple video podcasts. Gonna try to get edited up, which will be a new thing. Man, how am I? Grr. Much better. Much better. Plow ahead. Get rid of all that nonsense. Yeah, 2 videos, and then I've got a solo me talking and just yapping for 30 minutes, an hour or something. And then I've got Two different guests. One set we were gonna do it. I think it was last Saturday. Yeah, it had to have been last. They weren't feeling so good. Like, hey, yeah, no worries, no problem. Plug that up. I do not want to go accidentally break. Did you're gonna let others? Oh no. Unk. Oh, weird. Yeah, and then I was saying a couple guests. I've gotten in the way, sickness, such personal stuff going on with my puppers. Not doing so hot. So it was probably for the best. I was excited for it, but I don't know that would have been the most. Wait, we'll get them rescheduled, and then I got a bunch of other people going on. Hoping. Soon we'll be able to bump it up a month. I think. See how everything. It's 33.8 C in my office, quote unquote, and I'm debating just going to work and working there with the aircon. I don't blame you. Let's take a quick venture for the rest of the Celsius ignorant like me. So that is 92.84 degrees for those of you who are not Celsius. That is a toasty day, my friend. Not a problem for me, like just casually outside. I love that. I like the heat. But my wife would be miserable. And then, of course, you add in the fact that working and doing anything, that totally changes the ballgame. I would definitely vote that you leave the office, quote unquote, and going to work with the aircon. Because that's brutal. It is interesting. So, like, do most businesses have air conditioning then over there? Because I know, like, it's not common for homes to have even window AC. I understand usually like no central air in homes, and then maybe you have a we're up on all the fucking with. Hey, Hopes, I know you're live, but I wanted to see progress. Absolutely. Orbs. Polish this off real quick. Let's go. What Zora's got going? Spawny. The 3D model I got from Thingiverse and the schematic. Cool. No problem. Oh, I like that. Oh, yes. No, so basically, like, nowhere has AC at all, but some businesses who have lots of people inside may have it at certain ones. Oof. That's just brutal. I like that. That's cozy. PPAR. Why is he not coming up? Oh, shoot. And every business building is designed to keep heat in. Yeah, that part I knew. What? Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know that over there it's tends to stay pretty hot. Imagine. All right, sorry, cold. So it's important to keep cool. That's insane. That makes it very rough. Everything is designed to trap the heat. Already stupid up. If you wouldn't mind, that'd be great, Zor. I didn't realize you were listening in. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. That's the this part. Probably all the time that I've spent modeling, but that part just mm, is the vibe, if you know what I mean. Don't mean to be that person. Maybe coloration change would help. I don't know. It's cool concept. Got anybody there watching have any suggestions or thoughts? I don't so I don't even watch third party. It's a reference. So the question was whether it should stay a dark elf or a pale elf. Ooh, okay. Okay. Um I guess my question then would be like, what is the origin point of this? Yeah. Like traditionally dark elves I didn't realize it was supposed to be on an elf. I was thinking like mermaid initially. Into the pointy ears. It's really just elf goddess I'm going to put outside my elven base. Okay, okay. Well, traditionally and stereotypically, bad races or evil quote unquote races tend to be going for the dark, and then there's issues with that with always painting one side as the other. Light elves are traditionally more stereotypical, what you'll usually see in movies and stuff more often. But I'm curious to see. Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay. I see the ear. And some color differentiation in the hair would make it 10x better, says Alfie. And I can change the clothes to match this palette better. I think what Alfie's is saying is putting some variety in there. I'm sure you're right now you're just trying to get basic things, hence keeping it all chunks, one color easy to manipulate and change. Yeah. I feel like with the blonde hair, the pale skin goes better, but I mean, not really fun on those things. Like, I don't know. Yeah, help me out here. Anybody Hey, we got strong opinions on elfin tonages. I like how that kind of goes with the like robe bottom piece. That tail looks nice there. And then I have also tried swapping out the pink for purple. Yeah, blue's nice. I feel like it was more happens in blink. You miss things. I will never blink. I like the purple. I don't know that it goes with the rest of the color scheme. Like it looks a nice shade, but I don't think it's the right shade. Look at colors. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think if you wanted to go with the purple, I would go with the darker skin tone and then adjust. Just got a quote back for the next repair to the what? You mean like on top of the catalytic converter and the other one that you'd already sent? That's ridiculous, Alfie. I'm sorry. Definitely gonna keep the weathered copper skirt. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know if purple's the way to go then with the weathered copper skirt. But I get that. If it ties in with the rest. So I totally understand that. What color goes well with weathered copper? Colors like white or black for minimalist or modern. Rich earthy colors like green or burgundy or vintage or bohemian dyes. Bright and pastel colors like yellow or pink for an eclectic mix. Cool colors like blue, green, and gray for an elegant and brighter space. Warm tones like blue, white, gray, green, wood, and marble for a warm inviting space. Dual tones for a bold and I don't know if that really helped me. Alfie says the one I sent was all the repairs except the catalytic converter. It's going to be almost the same, but oof. Hey, like, does this car mean something to you sentimentally? Is it hard to get vehicles? I feel like at this point you could just put that money in a new car. That seems redonkulous. I like the more pink in the skin with the warped wood. Nice. There you go. I think that all blends a lot better. Oh, too far, too far. Proud of. I like that. I think that goes a lot better together. I think you're really heading on to something there, Zor. Go darker with a ribbon. We can try it. Talk about in her hair. I put too much. No, the pit. I just changed from. Oh, yeah, yeah. I like the darker look. I got you. Yeah, yeah. That's what we're calling the ribbon. Okay. Yeah, the darker color you just had before the pink. I think that looked. Alfie says, "Well, I've put that too dark." I think that's too dark because now it keeps pulling my eyes to the ribbon instead of like. I like that warped wood you had. I thought that would do a really good job of blending between the skirt and the top. Need help? Alfie says, "Well, I've put too much money into it now." Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. I got up way too early. Just AFK and scared. Okay. Good luck. Uh, Anyways, as I was trying to say, Alfie said, "Well, I put too much money into it now. If I sell it or something, I'm going to make a huge loss. So I may as well just keep throwing money at it until it's basically rebuilt." That's fair. That's fair. I can get that. I can get that. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and plow through. Hope it all works. Yeah, personally, I think that's really nice. Ribbon wasn't too distinct. Again, I guess it comes down to like where you're wanting the eyes to fixate. Yeah, I just got up like an hour and a half ago. Pardon me again. But then a few hours before that, 5 hours or so, cat and dog. Sleep was interrupted after 3 hours. Most enjoyable for me. I do not function well. Limited sleep. Wanted to come on here. Sound like wifey was bringing in a visitor. I spent the same money repairing it than I did purchase. That's fair. I get that sometimes it's like, we might as well just plow ahead and see what happens. No stress. I understand. Brain's auto-correcting for you. Yeah, I think the palette you have there is always good. From my non-artistic. I just want to pick block it. Okay, yeah, yeah. I can see that. It's also like I assume this is gonna be seen from survival, yeah. So I think the way you have her right now from down here on the ground, the blonde hair. Okay, that's what I figured. I think the blonde hair does really good because it draws your eye up towards like her face and stuff like that, up towards the top. At least from behind. Which generally like in real life, that's what your clothing is meant to do. Everything is supposed to draw the eye up towards the face and frame the face. Because you come up from behind, like you can tell it's somebody standing there with a lot of hair. That's kind of the end all be all. I think you've got great basic palette here. Now it's just a matter of sprucing it up a little bit. Amazing to me. Very cool. Anything else, my like breaking it up so things aren't all just one color, like whether it's the hair, the swimsuit, the ribbon, the skirt. Right now, I'm pretty sure it's all just one solid block all the way through. Yeah. So just sprucing it up, maybe mixing up, give her some freckles or something in the arms or something like that. Break up give some highlights and some darker tones in the hair. Just little tweaks like texturing. Like when you watch the hermits build something big or whatever, the gradients. That's what I'm looking for. Gradients. Give a little bit of splashes. Ooh, yeah. Um, okay, right now that looks like sweet corn to me. It looks like she's just got some sweet corn hair going on. Oh, but yeah, you're on the right path. Mixing it up a little bit. I have to watch some organics videos to get some knowledge and insight into my. I like how those frog lights work. Yeah, that's what I'd work on now is just yeah, definitely corn on the cob anyway. So it's healthy. Yep. Definitely gonna be tricky. Might even be something where, instead of doing the whole thing, it might work better to do like a layer or a strip. Like well, cool. Thanks for checking it out and helping pick a palette. Absolutely. Happy to. I was trying to say like highlights. I don't know if your wife ever does that. My wife likes to do the blonde highlight, brown hair. We need to go back to survival before that's gonna do anything. Did I just cut him off? Hopefully not. Yeah, just it, it's not throughout the whole thing. It's a lot more like sectional highlight, or I'll use the word to describe a word. A lot more like specific areas where or brighter colors in to make a pop. Again, though, I don't know how well that would translate in Minecraft. Maybe that would be terrible. I'm not sure. That's just the thought that comes to my mind. Yeah, I think then, mixing in some other colors with the clothing and stuff, it's really gonna look definitely a good excuse to rewatch, Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. Do some research. Yes, exactly. Quote unquote research. No, honey, it's not that I just love these movies. I need to watch them. A work project, Ugh. And buy it for a minute. Yep. So mine probably would look at me like, are you serious right now? Oop. Almost slipped up on that one. Turn on my computer to start my MC grind. I get a notification that you're alive. Good start to the day. Well, thank you, Manus. I hope that your grind goes well today. We're doing a little bit of grinding ourselves. Just gave some consultation work on an organic stat sheet. Come up with a color palette, and we've decided that corn on the cob. You would have loved it. Corn on the cob. Where's Avalar and Corgi when you need them? Could have had a great debate. I'm good. I'm good. A little tired. A little tired. Animals woke me up at stupid o'clock in the morning. And then went back to bed, but body's still not quite recovered. Alfie says, all right, well, I'm going to head off and try and finish off some of our new season before I go to scrub some more floors. All right, my dude. Thank you so much for stopping by, Alfie. I really appreciate it. It's always great chatting with you. I hope that those vehicle problems really turn around for you, and here soon you have a wonderful, solid, brand new, essentially, car, even if you had to pretty much rebuild it from the ground up. That is rough, though. I do understand. I've been there, my friend. You take it easy. Good luck with the new season on the grind work. If you run any questions, as always, you know, hit me up. Happy to chat. We'll figure it out. Mantis says, corn on the cob palette is a good one, lol. Yeah, it's a... Zor's built a giant elf statue. And then... had blonde hair, and Alfie had first mentioned, you know, throwing in some other colors to spruce it up a bit. And so Zor threw in some of the yellow frog lights. Can't remember if that's ochre or... I just remember Purtle is purple. Ochre might be green. And what's the yellow? I don't know. Anyways, throw in some of the... Got it, yes. Ochre. Perfect. Thank you, Zor. And, well, Verdant. That's the one I was missing. Thank you. Verdant is... But threw in the ochre lights... And so it just popped off like sweet corn with, you know, you get the two different shades of yellow and the white. It was hilarious. We all had a good chuckle about the corn here. But I think it looks pretty good. Definitely on the right path. Just needs to add some more colors. I can't wait to see it when it's with the guild hall and everything that's going with it. I think it's really epic. Oh no. Let's go to the bottom of the hole. Ah, nope. Stop hitting stuff and killing yourself, please. Most appreciated. All right. Boop. 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 Bloop. Bloop. Dirt. Oh, that's not good. Dirt. Oh, dirt. Dirt. And nope, no McGirt. Up again. That's doing that. Any space in tough? I remember seeing tough. That's more on the late layers, but booze. Yeah. Are all these full? We still have so much more to... I just have to start hijacking the dirt. What do we have there? What do we have there? Double deep? Yep, that's a double deep site. Yes. We are now cobble. Oh. Beautiful. How are you doing today, Mantis? Sounds like your day's just starting to get a rocking and rolling. We saw Grim earlier. That was exciting. Oh, we go. I think I've got me a good game plan for the hair. Looking up highlights gave me some ideas. Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad I was able to provide some inspiration then. At least guidance in a direction. I knew you'd knock it out once you figured out where you were headed. Oh, anytime, my friend. Anytime. Is the least I can do, Zor. Doing alright. Got a bit busy this week. Ended up missing an appointment, but other than that, it's been good. Oof. Hopefully it's nothing major. And it's like, no big deal. Annoying, but not a big deal. I do know how that goes. Sometimes life is just too chaotic. You can't keep track of everything no matter how hard you try. Knowing you, I'm sure you're not like, it's no big deal. Whatever. You're probably like, I can't believe I did that. What's wrong with me? You need to have a little compassion for yourself. Remember, it's okay. Yeah. It's a great little addition. It comes back to like you don't have to be the best at everything. You just need to be better at one thing. I know it. No need for that. Doesn't help you, it doesn't help them. Only makes you feel worse. Oh, that's not what I want. I know I have to be the best at everything. And there's nothing wrong with that goal and that aspiration. I support that and I encourage you to do that, to keep striving for it. Just remember that, you are still a mantis, and no mantis is perfect, okay? Even crafting ones, even speakers to the ring, even queen of the duties, there are still limitations to everyone and everything. Allowed to be uber OP. That means strive for perfection, but don't go tearing yourself up for not achieving it. Because that's not perfect either. You have to have perfect means that you have good, healthy respect for yourself. One day I'll figure out how to remove my limit. Yep. So in other words, Mantis just went, blah 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 blah. I will have supreme power and will rule the world one day, and I will be perfect. Oh, too funny. Too funny. But that's the other policy. Remember, folks, always be nice to everybody. Just because they might not be always be nice to you doesn't mean you gotta be mean back. Because you never know when they have plans of world domination and conquering. No, I understand what you're saying, and I do try to be compassionate. I figured even though text and, well, okay, half text, I don't know. Whatever the weird medium is when one person is verbally speaking and the other person is not verbally speaking back. Well, I mean, you might be, but I can't hear you even if you are. And if I did, that'd be weird, and we're going on a tangent now. Anyways, point being, we always seem to do a good job of understanding where the other person's coming from, even if we feel like maybe we didn't communicate it. At least anytime I seem to have any concerns about you being on the same wavelength, you're like, nope, I got you. Which is really nice. Like the raw situation. That is true. That is true. I forget sometimes, Ben. It doesn't feel like it's been years, but it has been many years. Crazy. It is crazy, my friend. It is very crazy. Don't feel good. Man. The voice in my head, and I cannot figure out. It'll come to me later, and out of nowhere, I will probably just. That's whatever the name is, and people will look. What in the world is he going on about? Tell me about it. The voices in my head. Everything but the gravel. Hey, rude. Rude is not the command unit. Oh my lordy. Oh my lordy. I don't know. Wait. I don't even get vengeance? That's just double rude. At least stuck around long enough for me to. And then somebody asked, is it me or is my game kind of fun? Oh, they had that cut that conversation off, and I came back on you saying, "What is he?" Oh, my bad. I did not even realize. I had no idea. My bad. Um, I was talking about. I don't know how I switched, but there's a movie or whatever, a show, and one of the characters is like, "Well, how's it go?" I can't. It hurts. Something's wrong. And I can't remember the actual line they say, but somehow I got on that and the skeleton, and I was like, maybe talking to myself about this, remembering what that's from. And then out of nowhere, it's gonna like click in my head. I'm just gonna be like scream out, "Oh, fill in the blank, whatever that's from." And everyone's gonna be looking at me like, "What in the world's he talking about?" Don't worry about it. Nothing. Nothing. Voices in my head. Right? Like, oh, it's I want to say like Adam's Family or something, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yes. We will put the stone away. Oh, gonna drive me nutters now. It's good now. We want that to be good. Dump the stone in there. Alright. Wait. Okay, I must have just thought for a moment. I seen this one too. That dirt, dirt, McGirt. Did they? No. Wait, what? Did that just say welcome Arzor? What? uh, no comment on that one. If you're still there, Zor, buddy, I think something's wrong with the greeting command. Oh, should not be welcoming you. Who's? Oh, there's my copper blocks. I'm gonna click through all the rules. Oh, makes sense. I said it's because of the proximity from when he person. That makes sense. Oh, nope, I don't want the rotten flesh. I want copper stuff. Copper biddies. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I believe I have a copper. Melt it and make blocks. That's kind of dumb and just grabs the last person who joined name. That's fair. Where is my rocket? Okay. Fine. Warps. Stops. We will go get ourselves some rocket. Quick peek. Stopping. Don't want to derail your stream too much, so maybe. No derail at all, buddy. Let me find some rockets, hopefully, and we will be right over. No, never worry about derailing the stream. Press, perfect. Phillips. Oh, perfect. Price. 18 diamonds. Sweet. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Don't do this to me now. Fun. Oops. Never worry about derailing the streams, alright? Only thing that matters is if you don't want something shown live. That's totally fair. But outside of that, break these diamonds because click to change your container's current price 18. No. The plan is every time to come on and dig in the giant hole until the hole is done, and then we will find something else. We have 2 boxes. Firework. Okay. Creative world, I assume? Oh. Nope, survival. Okay. Oh, perfect. Well, then I can just TPA. TPIR. I know what we can do. I'm not sure. No, I don't think so, because I think the last time I'd seen that was in survival or in creative. It was still being worked on. Fine. But from here, it looks like that might actually be different. I probably will. You're absolutely right, Mantis, about finding another hole to dig. Yeah. Oh, it looks really good, Zor. I'm loving that. That hole that we're currently digging. I am only for a little bit long. We'll be getting off. Bacon, the one who just asked. We had the idea to build a giant creeper farm, digging out some massive chunks. I think he's got some other plans he's gonna fill in the hole. He murdered the zombie. Good end defense over here, Zor. Oh wow. Is that you over there too, Zor? 'Cause it looks like a similar style there. Okay, okay. Very cool. Y'all think these trees... Zor not only builds awesome stuff like this. Trees in a hall so far. If you want to compete with some of the people here, yeah. Not me. I can... I don't know if you've ever seen my basement, but I'll swing by there. Wifey does. I'm not much of a... Yeah. No, we have some truly hidden talents on this server. Like Zora, as I was saying, like, not only is he building stuff like this, making these custom trees, he's also recently, about a week or two ago now, started streaming. And if it wasn't enough to learn how to stream, this crazy fool has decided that he's going to learn how to develop plugins live while learning how to stream at the same time. But Zora's a beast. He's got this. First one that I've been watching it. Been watching most of the VODs. He usually streams like brownie time, a little later than starting a little browning. And that's all. Let's see. Maybe some of this. Yeah. Well, I've got more for you, buddy. I just gotta get it smelted up. Oh, to have that kind of energy and that kind of time. Right? Right? It's crazy. I don't know how Zord does it. Oh my. Oh my Lanta. The tower. I don't think I've ever seen any. Icky. Got like a whole civilization going on over here. Definitely to come on and do a tour again. So much stuff I've never seen. I love that. That's so great. Crikey. It's been a long time if I've seen any of this ever. But yeah, I don't know that I've seen Mustang stuff before. Really love those greenhouse. Little temple. That's all. About these. Yeah, it is bacon. Absolutely. There's a ship over there. Jing. Chimichangas. None of that is schematics or designed in creative first. This is all just... That's next level, my dude. Like... Jiminy Cricket. I don't blame you. I don't blame you in the slightest. That is wicked. Even a little elytra course over here. Right? Yeah. That's just, oh my God. Dr. Mustang, you need to come on the beacon and tell me how you do this. I need to learn. Before you get too far off, I want to show my big dig so far, not on the same scale as what you've got going on, but took a few weeks. Oh, let's also remember that the big dig I've got going on isn't even like all mine. That's like a communal thing. A few of us were. Okay. I am out front. Or maybe not. That's not the front. I've misspoke. I don't know where I am. On the one side of the building. Where should we be heading? By the other side. That seems reasonable. The cave? Oh, there you are. I'm coming. Coming. Oh man. I love the bamboo in here. Looking good, my dude. Looking good. Oh, the chiseled bookshelf. A tray growing up here. Yeah. Oh, that bamboo and the weathered copper is great. It's got like a gold touch to it. Almost feels like it's like jade with gold. Like it. Shut up, phone. Okay. Oh, nice. Right, right. Are you kidding me? Oh my land. I even had my wings on. Like I was trying to be gentle with my landing. I just that's still a ridiculously big dig though. Come on now. Negative 58. That's crazy. Very nice. I'm excited to see what goes in here. But I have got to get scooting. Before I do want to show off home. So it's supposed to have been in city texture pack, so some of the things look a little quirky. But we won't spend a lot of time in here. Bathroom, sink, toilet paper, little hot tub. Out here. The idea is everything inside the black line you see there, the deep slate wall mantis, that's all going to be that's us. And then we're gonna put different biomes and animal pens. So like we got turtles over there, a little sanctuary. We got some pandas and some parrots over there. They've been bad. Boo. Wait. Welcome back. I will figure out how I can snooze that. Hopefully it's not too long. Okay, good. Yeah. I want to say I had it set to be pretty short. I didn't want people to be buried behind 3 minutes of ads or whatever. Bathroom. I don't know what you cut. It's supposed to be in City Texture Pack from Bedrock. So some of the paintings and like the block aesthetic is a little off, but I think you can get the gist. I don't think I have it. Oh, yeah, made for an older version. Okay, that's what I thought. I'll have to get that updated. Then we got a little hot tub out here on the deck. Yeah, it doesn't change too much. It's just some of the block palette and stuff, the way it looks. Uh, Turtle base, pandas. All this is just gonna be little different biomes for different animals. Little cat tree. Watching the Karate Kid. Kitchen setup. Just a nice little simple 2-story. Nothing too crazy. And we got a little garden. Got the beehives tucked in. Yeah. Most of this was all designed by Daisy. Some things the pool area I helped. Creative, we designed it out. Helped build some of this little like restaurant gazebo area here. And she's came up with her own little fishing game. That's what this is supposed to be for. You can just stand here and do your little fishing. This used to be all a big jungle island right here. And then you'd spawn on this little island. The big one there was added in to cover up the theater build. And then, so I got the flowers. Eventually, I want to have them all the way across both sides. Pool area. A hot tub again. Loves her hot. I thought this literally turned out nice with like the different sectionals there and stuff. Then if we come down here, little brewing potions area. Netherwort growing. Some animal pens back this way. Is a zombie spawner covered. Dragon egg. Storage up there, lava. You mentioned the next hole. So we'll come down this way real quick. As you can see, at this point, it's just infrastructure. There's nothing really. But the idea is to expand off of these different like plateaus, different things. It won't go all. I don't think there's actually at the. I want to put like an iron farm and stuff like that. Down and along the route. Thank you. Yeah, this is what I do. I go underground, build staircases, labyrinth, twisty turns. My bases can be really chaotic if just me. Hard to navigate. Like I'll know my way, like 3 turns on a right and then a half step back to make a left, but otherwise it's chaotic. Fortunately here, janky because we don't have all the blocks to claim it everywhere. Yeah, exactly. Me, chaotic, never. But yeah, you can see like the neighboring Bontown village. They've nicknamed. I think it is. Palm trees there. Or back there. Ooh. Yeah, they like slow. Ooh, whippy zappy. Yeah. Hey, it's a, as you can tell, like here, she likes the clean cut manicured terraforming, I prefer like we make it work. It's crazy to see how much has been done on this. I remember when all this was barren, plain Jane, vanilla landscape. The heavy railroad going. But yeah, that kind of concludes things on this end. Yeah, it is. This world is, I'll say, endemic time around then. A little after. I want to say is when it was first created. Dragon's Breath. I went to start a server. Dragon's Breath found me the seed because I wanted to have multiple biomes nearby. I didn't want people to have to go too far. Yeah, it started off on my own server with very tiny group of people, and then Stiflerd from MineHaus was talking about closing shop. Hey, like, why don't we merge? Thor came on, also was like, hey, I'm happy to help. I've got experience, blah, blah, blah. A few other people all came out and like, hey, yeah, like, let's do what we can. And long story short, everybody but Zor has either, fell off pretty early on or like me, just absolutely neglected their duties. So that's part of why I'm trying to get back in the habit of streaming on MineHaus and doing my part here. But yeah, it's been around for a while, but the focus is fairly vanilla, so we keep it pretty quiet, pretty chill. I like it. It's a nice place. Come dig for a couple hours on a Saturday. That's gonna do it for me, folks. I've got to get scooting, but I am going to send to Arrowin. Lovely, lovely creator. I will warn you guys, it is 18 plus. Looks like she's working on Minecraft. Thank you, Mantis. I will. I hope you guys do. Fantastic. So thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. Everything goes well. We'll be here again next Saturday, just before noon, 10 to noon CST, Central Standard Time. That's, if I'm doing math right, 9 to 11, I want to say EST, or 11 to 1 MST, something like that. Anyways, find me in the Discord, find me on the socials. You'll figure it out. We'll follow. Y'all take care now. Thank you so much.